Hi, I'm Brenton Garen with ETF Trends and ETF Database, and today I'm joined by Chris Huemmer, Senior Investment Strategist at FlexShares, to discuss dividend-paying stocks. So Chris, thanks for joining us, and can you please share why should investors be interested in dividend-paying stocks in today's market?
Hi, Brenton. Thanks for having me. You know, as we sit here today and we look at the Treasury market that has returned to near zero rate Treasury yields, investors that are focused on income are needing to stretch for yield to meet their income goals. Areas such as high yield debt or dividend paying equities are really good sources and compelling answers for those investors that need yield that's beyond what they can get from the Treasury market today.
And with, I guess, challenges in the market, what do dividend investors need to be aware of?
Yeah, that's a great question. You know, one of the things that when you look at the dividend market today and the equity market is we've seen quite a bit of dividend cuts in light of the coronavirus crisis that has taken over the world. You know, put that in context, we've seen more dividend cuts this year than we've seen in the last 10 years combined. And as we approach second quarter earnings, remember that the shutdowns really started in earnest in mid-March. And so really they will be in full effect in what we see in second quarter reporting. So even though we've seen quite a bit of cuts in the first half of the year, there is the potential for greater cuts in the second half of the year. So I believe that, you know, investors need to be aware of that.
Mm-hmm. So in light of these dividend cuts that we are seeing and will continue to see, how should dividend investors focus on getting yield in their portfolios?
Yeah. I believe that for investors that are needing to focus on yield, considering dividend strategies that not only deliver the yield that they're seeking, but also focus on evaluating a firm's financial health against the current economic backdrop will be key. Focusing on companies that have strong cash flow, particularly in this environment, as well as attractive profitability, and even things along the lines of prudent deployment of capital, are all companies that should be better positioned in today's market. From a FlexShares perspective, our quality dividend suite really looks to harness this financial health of companies in addition to focusing on yield. And that's really what the QDF suite is built to do.
Great. Well, Chris, thanks so much for your time. We hope to talk to you again soon.
Brenton, thanks for having me.